Hi everyone, just diagnosing a certain noise coming in from this E46 BMW 330xi. Right now the engine is idling. I don't know if the noise can be captured in the video, but we're gonna go outside. The noise is coming from this that and that pulley. This one and these two pulleys that can be clearly seen in the video. So we're gonna make a quick video on how to replace these. It's a relatively easy replacement. Right, so the pulleys have finally given out. Now it has stopped to a point where the belt is just riding on top of it. So we're kind of stranded in the middle of the street here, but I'm doing the replacement on the side of the road. I went and got the pulleys. They're right here. And we'll be replacing the top and the bottom. So we removed this bolt, which is this one. It's a Torx, I believe it's 30. And there was a clip here, unplugged this and removed this from here. And now the fan just pulls out as a whole unit and gives you much more space to work with. And so we're going to be loosening the tension off of this bolt, off of this pulley here, because this is the tensioner pulley. Once the tension is off, we're going to remove the belt, and then we're going to remove the cap off of this pulley and remove the screw that's holding it in place. I don't know if you can see it, but there is an alignment tab in the back of the pulley. So we're going to be aligning that. I'll take more videos as I progress. Now we just removed these two caps. 1 and 2 from here and there. Now we're going to be loosening the tension off of the tensioner pulley. This is a hydraulic tensioner. And then we'll be removing, or at least loosening, the belt. Alright, so using an 8mm Allen key, we first moved the pulley, or forced the pulley in the clockwise direction to loosen the tension. We removed the belt partially. The belt cannot be fully removed because the AC belt is in the way. So if you're planning to replace it, then you would need to replace, you need to remove the AC belt out of the way. Then using a 16mm, we just loosened the upper pulley. Yeah, it is a 16. Yeah. Time for the new ones. Just be careful, whatever you do, don't hit the radiator from the inside, especially any metallic objects. If they're sharp, they could damage the radiator. That'll be a much more costly repair, so be careful. Both pulleys are off. There's this one and that one. That one comes with a long screw and it has the adjustment or the alignment tab here, and you want to make sure that it's aligned with the tab that's in the picture here, so that goes there. And now we've already put in one of them. They're installed. That's for the tensioner pulley. And we're going to be installing the other one, which is this one. After a lot of trying, got it to turn, but you can hear it. So it was stuck, it jammed for some reason, and then forcing it, we got it to turn, but the noise that it was making was like a bunch of squirrels being strangled. I hope that the video captured it yesterday. But anyway, this is it. There is a lot of play in the pulley. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's time for a new one. Both pulleys are installed and torqued. 16mm, 8mm Allen. You're going to be applying force if you're to replace this. Once you install the belt, you're gonna put the 8mm Allen, and then you see the pulley moving back and forth. This is how you install then the belt back on. Now be careful, while the belt is still loose, make sure that it seats on the alternator, on the power steering, on the crank. Make sure that it's not offset by one rib, and on the water pump as well. Make sure it's seated. Doesn't need to be perfectly aligned with the pulleys because it rides on its back, so you can actually push it a little bit by hand to adjust it on how it sits on the pulleys, but make sure that it sits more or less center on these pulleys, but make sure that the ribs here line up. So these are all seated on the inside of the water pump, the alternator, so just a close-up so that these line up again on the power steering and on the crank, because if you miss that step you may risk shredding your fan belt once the car starts. All right, that's pretty much it. That's how you replace it. Preferably at home in a warm place, not in sub-zero weather on the middle of the street in Montreal. But it's done. This was Sinan from Car Inspected. I hope that this helped somebody out there. Have a nice day.